Hello everyone, welcome back to Form of Therapy. This is the Culture Study. I'm the channel's video producer and your host. You can call me PD. And today we are checking out 월하미인, aka Luna, by ONEUS. Now I know most people often rely on me for the translations for the titles. I'm a little bit at a loss for words here. I'm not quite sure what the title means. I know that mean actually means beauty. It's oftentimes how they refer to someone as just being beautiful, like you're a beautiful person, you're a beautiful woman. You're like, 미인이시네요. Oh, you're quite the beauty. It's beauty, but like the word, like in a noun sense. 월하, that's where I'm a little bit confused. My instinct, gut reaction is to go 월하 수목, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but that's probably not it because that's probably also ha. But I don't know. I don't quite know. But that's the rough translation. Something beauty. If anybody does know the title, would appreciate if you could educate both me and the rest of the viewers in the comments down below. ONEUS is back. I can't quite remember what their last comeback was because they had so many releases since their last comeback. They have had so many ONEUS theater videos. They were really, really awesome. But this is their actual comeback. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they've got in store for us. Now, based on the thumbnail and this opening shot of who I think this is Ido, I think this is going to be another kind of traditional Korean-inspired concept, which that's a lot to live up to, given that they did one of the best traditional Korean concepts in K-pop, period, with Lit. So I'm curious to see if they can live up to that. Now, before we get into the video, though, guys, quick plug. If you want to support the channel, consider visiting our Patreon. Your patronage helps keep the channel alive. We don't make money doing these videos. All these videos are free. And because they're copyrighted, we can't monetize them. So we completely rely on our patron support. So if you want to go visit our Patreon, we are going to be doing a listening party for ONEUS's Blood Moon album. That's going to be in December, just as a disclaimer. So if you want to either head on over to our Patreon or join in December, you can go ahead and do that and check out our listening party there. But we have a bunch of listening parties too, a bunch of other artists. We just did one for B.I.'s Cosmos album, aespa's Savage, 17's Attica, Key's Bad Love. So if you want to check that out, those are out there. We also do variety K-drama reactions. Right now we're checking out Vincenzo, Flower of Evil, Penthouse, Devil Judge. If you want to check that out, that's also on our Patreon. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily. Let's just get into the video. This is 월하미인 by Luna. The what? No, this is 월하미인, aka Luna, by ONEUS, and this is your form of therapy. All right, here we go. Excuse me. That's not where I want the volume. It's a bit of a sentimental opening, okay? Ooh, okay, okay. Whoa, okay. Oh my god, Shield has lines! Holy shit! Sorry. Ooh. Those traditional drums sound so epic. Interesting. They added a little bit of a dance rhythm into it. Oh, this is already stupid catchy. Oh. 아름다운 널 나를 바라보는 널 girl out of day 바람마저 널 찾아오매 불망인데 홀리는 밤을 새 헤매인 걸 그리워지는 너의 뒷모습 그잡지 못한 우리 이야기 들린다면 다시 한번 말할 수 있을 텐데 Whoa Oh, the Ito vocals mixed with those synths that was impeccable. 달빛을 가려다오 한밤에 밤에 핀 눈부신 빛처럼 달빛에 반해 핀 하얀 꽃처럼 한순간 사라진 하룻밤 꿈처럼 A lot of EO vocals. Whoa! Whoa! Wow! Yeah, it is. Oh, he looks so good with just black hair. Ooh. Is this the first time Ido's rapping on this song? Was it just Raven earlier? Oh my goodness. 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 It happened. It happened. I never expected them to. But they outclassed themselves. Now, everything I'm about to say is complete bullshit. This is kind of like my own ideology. This is kind of like my own personal view of the K-pop industry. But I believe there are moments in K-pop when a group makes a sudden, drastic jump in quality, in concept, where it takes them into a new class. You know, whether you're a C-class group that becomes a B-class group, or you're a B-class group that becomes an A-class group, or the rare occasions of you're an A-class group and you become an S-class group. This is that moment for ONEUS. ONEUS, you know, I don't want to say that there's a particular formula for anyone getting to that specific moment where they become like a new rank. And I think it's totally up for debate, like what class you would consider ONEUS being in. But with Kaja, I feel like that was a moment that got people's attentions. And since then, they've been improving, trying different stuff. But this isn't just ONEUS trying something different. This isn't just ONEUS making a good song. This is ONEUS leveling up. I really, really think that they have a storied enough career where you have so much music, so much incredible B-sides, and they have a track record and a trajectory of having a lot of diversity. You know, they're rappers singing, producing some of their own music, or at least having input in some of their own music, coming up with wild conceptual designs. And ONEUS, I would say, compared to a lot of K-pop groups, goes for some of the more ambitious title tracks and some of the more ambitious concepts and ambitious sounds. But all that is different. Doing something ambitious, trying a new concept, that is different from what ONEUS did here. ONEUS, I am going to call it, this is the moment where if there was ever a time for ONEUS to pop off, for ONEUS to suddenly like gain a new surge of fans, this is that moment where ONEUS suddenly like is just, I don't know, the next level. This is that song. This is that music video, because it's not just that it's a good song. It's how they pulled it off. It's not just that it's a great concept. It's how they pulled it off. Like, everything about this is perfect. And from a musical standpoint, from just like a pure musicality standpoint, you know, I'm a video producer, so, you know, what I have to say about the song is really just like my own personal taste and choice. But I truly believe that this song, I'm about to say this very carefully, is their best title track to date. And it's quite possibly, no, I'm going to just downright say it. It's better than Kaja, aka Lit. I think it's better. Now, I think it's totally debatable as to which one's your favorite. But I'm just talking on the baseline technical level. The music video, them pulling it off, it is better. It's, I feel like, a culmination of everything they've learned so far, not just like the traditional concept they've already done with Lit, which I think that was a very big driving force for Luna, is they probably wanted to make sure that they did not do Lit 2.0. Luna is very different from Lit. It is a very different song. Conceptually, it's very different. It's a lot more sentimental. It's melancholic. There's a sort of tragedy and sadness to it. It kind of tugs at your heartstrings just in the top line alone, but there's so much more to that. But they learned from that. They learned from doing all these wild different concepts. They learned from their journey on Road to Kingdom. And this feels like a culmination of all of that. This really just feels like something else. And I think they kind of knew that going into this. I think ONEUS knew it. I think Rainbow Bridge knew it. And I think that's why like there was such a big push of releases of music videos and singles and all this promotion before this comeback, because they were like, this is the song. This is that song. And I really think this is that song. I really think ONEUS is, I really hope that this is the moment, because if it's not going to happen with this song, I don't know what song can do it, but I think this is the moment that ONEUS is going to get the recognition that they deserve. And that's not to say that they are a underrated group. I think ONEUS gets a lot of praise. I think they have a lot of fans, but that's not to say that I think ONEUS is like their music and them as a group, they are way better than the amount of notoriety that they have. I truly believe that even before this, they should have been bigger than they are. And I totally understand why they aren't. You know, it's a very inflated market, and there's a lot of K-pop groups out there, and it's hard to take notice of new groups. And ONEUS set a high bar and standard with Valkyrie. And, you know, of all the releases that have come out, all that they've done, No Diggity, Kingdom Come, Black Mirror, Lit, all that stuff, you know, stuff comes out, but I always kind of go back to, all right, but Valkyrie though. All right, but Lit though. ONEUS is that group where I'm like, well, they kind of like used all their really good songs in the beginning, you know? And like, I was kind of always comparing it to those standards. That's not to say it made me dislike any songs any less, but I was just like, you know, it's fine. They're never, like, they can't beat Lit. They can't beat Valkyrie. And then they did. They did. And it's not that they, quote unquote, beat it. This is outclassing it. This is such a sophisticated production, such a sophisticated sound. The way they play with the audience with this sound, the fact that this is largely a very traditional driven song with only a few K-pop elements in it. You know, that main hook in the chorus is incredible. It is catchy, and it is so sparingly used. It is so sparingly used, and that was the smartest move for this song. Not only is it shocking the first time you hear it, you're just like, wait, what? Suddenly introducing like that dance element into the song, but also not completely unnatural either. It just like slips in so easily. And they just do it so tastefully too. And I have to watch it again, but you know, I have to give this is an 11 out of a 10 comeback. Like, this is like not just a perfect comeback, this is the beyond perfect comeback. I truly think on all levels, they didn't like, oh, they did a good job. They like, holy crap, what happened? Like level, like they went up a level. They went up a level. All right, let's check it out again. Also, Idol looks so good. Also, like, Idol, like, primarily sings throughout this song. That's really surprising. But given the vibe of this song, it makes sense. Oh wait, you guys probably want the English lyrics, don't you? Let me change that for you guys, sorry. The editing, previewing that main dance scene, even for a momentary moment, and the stark contrast that brief scene has to this blood orange red set, and then all of a sudden it's this cold blue set. You see the snow fly. It's very, very cinematic editing. It's almost like as if like it's a flashback more than anything. Oh. Wait a minute, was that Ido on the chorus? The nasaliness that I hear, it does sound a little bit like Ido. He, like, obviously if you're a ONEUS fan, you know that Ido can sing. This dude can sing, but is this the title track that Ido has sung the most on? He does I feel like primarily on title tracks, and especially if you're new to ONEUS, if you want like a good introduction into Ido singing, I would say check out like Red Thread. That's a great one. But for a title track, is this the most he sings on it? I feel like Ido's style usually for their songs is that he and Raven primarily do a lot of rapping, and then maybe Ido will toss in a little singing here and there. But this is like 90% singing, and then he raps like a little bit at the end. The huskiness does sound similar to him. Interesting. And also the way they utilized Raven in this song is a little bit different to how they usually utilize Raven for their title tracks too. Raven, I like to, how do I describe this? I like to akin Raven. I like comparing rappers to weapons. If you watch my Stray Kids reactions, you know that I classify Changbin as having a Gatling gun of a mouth. Ido, I feel like he comes in sort of like an assassin. Like the way he raps, he feels more like a series of sharp daggers. The way they bring him in, I mean, if we compare this directly to another ONEUS Korean traditional song, think about how he's used in Lit, you know? When he comes in, you know, it's like really, really fast, and like it's just like a crazy attack, and he's a disruption to the song usually, but the way he's used is to like, it's like very hype and it's very deliberate and fast. But here, they kind of, if you listen to it, it was just the exciting dance portion. But very, very different, almost the polar opposite of how they use him in Kaja. It's the instrumental is a lot more sparse and it's way more minimal, and he's used in a much more conservative way. It's very different. Oh! Yo. I don't know what I'm freaking out more over. The synths or Shield. Oh fuck! Or Xion singing. So, I mentioned this on live streams before. I was like, why don't they let Xion sing? And apparently, this is just like what my stream told me, is that apparently Xion was actually not very confident with his singing. And I feel like I hear that a lot with certain idols who don't get a lot of lines. Sometimes it's just bad line distribution. But I've heard that like Xion is just like not confident with his singing. And then I heard him sing. I think it was the ONEUS theater. I think it was specifically the Thriller one. And I was like, what the? Sion's an amazing singer. Why don't they let him sing more? And then they're like, he's not confident. I'm like, why is he not confident? Like, he's amazing. And holy moly. Wow. He has like really, really good. He has a lot of lines. He has a lot of lines in this song. I'm so happy for him. But also just the way they bring in the synths right after Raven's like really, really stripped down raw, like empty instrumental. The texture is like ASMR. It is, it is good. Sorry, I'm doing a lot of hollering this episode, but you know, when it's that good. This is what I also like too. The second chorus is, the top line's the same, but the instrumental, the way they execute it is very different. Also, did they give Ito sideburns? He looks epic in that shot. I think everyone's wearing a little bit of fake hair in this particular dance scene. You've got, I think Shion's got a little bit of extensions and like possibly a wig. But oh my goodness, Ito looks like a beast. My goodness. But I love how they changed it up for the second chorus. What's interesting is usually this very like this disruptive rhythm, people tend to do that for like the final chorus. But no, they brought it in the second chorus. I wish it had held on Connie just a little longer. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. Let's look at that choreography. Sorry, I was busy staring at Ito's face that take. I was. Ooh, so the choreography. Ooh, it's like a flower that's blossoming. It's like unfurling, and then it's blossoming. Oh, that's so beautiful. This concept, this choreography, everything about it, the execution of it, there seems to be like a big story-driven element to the song itself. The way they treated this is the kind of vibe that I get when watching stuff like Road to Kingdom or Kingdom. I'm like, I wish they had done a comeback with this song. Like it's that kind of a vibe. But then they actually did it. Oh. I love, just to keep it interesting, during the second part of the dance break, they're like, all right, let's get trippy. They start warping the camera angles. You've got double images going on. And then in the backgrounds, they do the sky replacement, and they've got the clouds moving fast. Oh, wow. Wow. Also, the alternating complementary colors of the blue and red is just... Also, here, I mean, what is this? Is this Is this a chroma? I mean, obviously it has to be a chroma key set, right? I was wondering maybe, perhaps it's like an LED screen, but there's no way. But this is really also tastefully done. They're trying to capture the grandness and the epicness of the song, which we can talk about that in a little bit. But they portray that with a lot of like wide shots in this music video, and they like honestly like it's all chroma key stuff. It's like all green screen stuff. Here, this shot of Hwanung before they get into the dance break, that shot of Ido, like this, all this right here, like this could look so bad. This could have looked so bad. This could have looked so cheesy, and it is so tastefully done. Oh my God. Hats off to the Rainbow Bridge team. Well, I guess hats off to the video team, but hats off to Rainbow Bridge, who found like an amazing video team. Oh my God. Can you look at this? Wow, the color palette is so beautiful. Wow, just wow. Oh my God. Oh, they threw in that. I'm sorry, I'm a bad Korean. I forget what that instrument's called. That they threw that in for the final chorus. If you listen to that. Oh! And the slick moves? Jaw-dropping. An incredible work of art. The only way I can properly describe how I feel about this, how this has moved me, because, you know, they're singing about a lost love and the tragedy, like, that they properly convey through the instrumental and the urgency that they make you feel through even just the dance element of the song, and then through their singing. It's absolutely breathtaking. And the only justice I can give this song is that this is one of the greatest comebacks for a group. One of the greatest. I think this is going to be a comeback that we are going to be talking about for a group for a really long time. It's such a change up, but it's like so bold and it's radically different, but it's so ONEUS. It is incredible. I liken it to when like Big Bang came out with like Haru Haru, when BTS came out with Blood, Sweat, and Tears. They changed the game with this one. They really, really did. This was executed so beautifully. This song is masterful. I'm very curious as to who produced this. I'm going to look that up when I do the listening party. But the music video is so tasteful. And the cinematography is so beautiful and so well done. It's somehow both a K-pop song and a moving cinematic soundtrack at the same time. This is one of the greatest K-pop comebacks of all time. That's all I can say. ONEUS. Wow. Never failed to surprise me. Never failed to surprise me. Wow. All right, guys. That's my reaction and review to ONEUS's 월하미인, aka Luna. Quite frankly, I think this is incredible. I think this is the turning point for ONEUS. I hope that just ONEUS gets more everything with this. They get more opportunities, they get more appearances, more love calls, more everything, because this is a comeback that is truly praiseworthy of that. But guys, let me know what you guys thought about this comeback in the comments down below. Let me know, how does this fare to the other comebacks? Do you agree with my sentiment that this is truly a game-changing comeback? This isn't just another comeback. It's not even a great comeback. This is a game-changing comeback for ONEUS. I truly believe it is. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, if you'd like to support the channel, please consider visiting our Patreon. We have listening parties. We're going to do a listening party for ONEUS's Blood Moon album in December. We also have variety K-drama survival show content. You know, as I said, we checked out Road to Kingdom, Queendom over on our Patreon. So if you want to check that out, you can go there. Of course, you don't have to support us monetarily if you don't want to. You could just simply hit the like button down below. You could always just subscribe. Hit the subscribe button here. We'd really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload a new video. And go ahead and check out our other ONEUS reactions over here, or whatever the YouTube algorithm suggests for you. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day.